Let's get ready to get into this live. Y'all come on in. Sorry I'm a little late, but we got something to talk about, fam. I'm gonna give y'all how to discover this live and give y'all a chance to come on in. Hopefully they sending out the notifications. Ibrahim, welcome. Welcome. Any questions y'all have? Let me know, and we go get some of them answered. Trying to get this done before it starts storming. You know, it's gonna be storming down here in a minute. You know, that humidity in Louisiana is something crazy. Hi from Sweden. Appreciate you for coming, fam. I heard Sweden is a lovely place also. Brazil in the building. What's up, Brazil? What's up, Brazil? Hope that's why we doing this, fam, so we can get, we can obtain generational wealth, and we can get to see all the beautiful places around the world. Because I heard Sweden is beautiful, and Brazil. Brazil, I definitely got to come to Brazil. Jason, what's up, my man? Glad you made it. Glad you made it. Sorry I'm a little late. A lot of political instability here. Oh, man, we just getting started. And you know what's crazy? I posted a video on my Patreon today. And I was talking about how other people are awakening in their own ways. And it was a video where the lady spoke of the 3 days of darkness. Now, I see 3 days of darkness in gematria a lot. A lot. But in my mind frame, I thought 3 days of darkness was basically talking about the blackout. But from this woman, the revelation she was given about the 3 days of darkness made my head spin. It made my head spin, fam. And I want to touch on that. I just want to see get more people in, because I want to get this information to everybody, because this is something we need to know. And it was no coincidence that for me to find that video, it just popped up on my feed. And something told me to click on it. And when I clicked on it, I wasn't disappointed by what the Most High had revealed to me. Because what I thought the 3 days of darkness meant, I was way off. I was way off. I may not agree with you on everything, but after your live show, I have so much more respect for you. I have so much more respect for you. Hey, I know we not gonna agree on everything. We not gonna agree on everything, fam. That's called dialogue. That's called debating. We all work together. We all work together. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why whenever I have people come on my channel and they criticize me, if they have a valid point, then I will address it and I will let them know that that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why I don't delete videos, even if they're negative. Now, I do have a few people that come into my channel that I always delete, because I know they're trying to mislead the people. Those are the bots, right? Those are the different things or elements they use to try to get in front of the message. So I delete those. But like people calling me a scammer and different things like that, I don't let that bother me, fam. Because I know soon all will be revealed. The proof will be in the pudding. The proof will be in the pudding, fam. But let me tell y'all about this revelation that this woman had about the 3 days of darkness. Because the way she spoke about it, it was definitely a message that she received. I don't know how she received this message. I don't know. Frederick, what's up, Frederick? Glad you're back. Glad you're back. I don't know how she received this message. I don't know if it was a vision or a dream, but it definitely got my attention. Because in that video that I saw, it said that during the 3 days of darkness, that we are not to leave our homes, that we are to cover our windows, that we are to not leave our homes for any reason. And this is going to be global. It's not going to be just 3 days of darkness in America or Europe or Russia or South America. It's going to be 3 days of darkness globally. And the only ones that are to be out are the wicked. So that lets me know something is coming, and it's going to be targeting the wicked. And she said that divine download that she received. What's up, my man? I hope everything is good, fam. Everything is good. I have no complaints. I have no complaints. But that revelation told her to tell us that we are not to leave the house during those 3 days of darkness. And I received that message so I could bring it to you. You see, that's why you in this community. Because I'm not only tapped in with the numbers, but I'm tapped in with other spiritual people. God leads me to other spiritual people that could give me something to bring to the community. Now we know during the 3 days of darkness, we are not to leave our homes. You do not want to be out in that darkness. Trust me. Trust me. Something very, very bad is going to be outside, and we don't want to be out there, fam. And I'm glad I was able to get that revelation to bring it to you. That's why I always say stock up on water, stock up on food, medicine, different things, because if that event does come, or when it does come, you won't have to leave the house for anything. Also in that revelation, she said that the Most High wants us to know that we will be protected. So it sounds like the Most High is going to let something have its way with the wicked. Remember in the Bible, when the Bible spoke over Passover? Remember about a week ago when I did the decode and I came across the term Passover? That definitely got my attention. Sometimes I see ash on the forehead. That is the mark. So when whatever God lets loose on this planet, you are marked, you are protected. But that's what that revelation exposed to me. That during the 3 days of darkness, we are not to leave our homes at all. And not only do we not leave our homes, but we need to cover our windows and make sure all our doors and everything are secure. That's what we need to do, fam. This is not a game. Too many have fallen away from the Most High. Judgment is here. Judgment is here, fam. Well, let me show y'all something. I brought some of these with me because I want y'all to know that I practice what I preach, right? I'm not going to speak about something and I'm not doing it. But right here, as you can see, this is the dinar. $25,000 note. And on the inside, on the back side, I have the $10,000 note, right? This is the Zimbabwe $100 trillion note, right? If you go talk about it, be about it, right? This is the Vietnamese dong, right? The Venezuela Boulevard. And this is another $25,000 dinar note. So I'm not going to talk about it and not be about it, fam. I'm not going to talk about it and not be about it. We take things serious over here. We take things serious. And also, I want to touch on some new addresses that I want you guys to know about when it comes to Stellar. And I went back and I noticed SDEX still isn't up. Why did they remove SDEX? Black Richie Rich, how do you buy the dinar? I bought mine from, let me tell you the website. I got mine from banknoteworld.com. That is banknoteworld.com. That's where I got mine from. Bankworld.com. Hey, I am. Don't worry about it, Rich. I am. But you know, I smoke cigars and I've been trying to wean myself off of those. So, you know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. You are absolutely right. I hear that from my wife every day. She hates them. She hates them. But I don't use this often. But I am way down compared to how I used to be. So I'm getting there. I'm a work in progress. And besides you telling me that, you know how many times my decodes have told me to chill out on the smoking and caffeine? Definitely, definitely. But you know, sometimes I'll be doing good. Definitely, I'm gonna definitely check that out. I be doing good, you know, but I'm just telling you, dealing with people these days. Dealing with people these days to keep myself grounded into, you know, not, you know, fall into a trap, you know. I just try my best to do something to clear my mind, you know. But you are absolutely right. I will not deny that I need to stop, you know. This is a bad habit, you know, and I had a lot of bad habits that I've eliminated off my list. I smoked for 5 years and thank God I managed to quit, man. All homage to the Most High. All homage to the Most High. That's why I say I've had a lot of habits that I've gotten over in my life. I'm still a work in progress. But like I told you, when I'm doing a decode and I see it tells me to chill with the smoking and caffeine, because coffee is another thing that I consume almost. I need to cut back on the caffeine, which I have, you know. Now when I go to the stores, you know, when I pick up things, I'm reading calories, you know. I'm trying to start, you know, fasting, and you know, we get to that part like, what's the use of having wealth and your body's trash? You know what I'm saying? That's the craziest thing that happen. You know, you get all this wealth, and next thing you know, you can't leave the house because you're sick, or you know, you done destroyed your body. That defeats the purpose. Then when you have all the money, you'll be saying, I wish I had my health. And to me, health is more important. You know, because you don't need money to have a good life. You know, Definitely have. Definitely have. That's why, like I say, I got off the cigarettes years ago, and I started with the tobacco. You know, like the actual cigars. You know, they not as bad and they have a filter. You know, but I noticed I was getting symptoms from cigarettes that was just I couldn't explain. My heart used to take off racing. I stopped the cigarettes, all those symptoms went away. Is sologenic something you have invested in? Definitely. Definitely. I have sologenic on Zymin, but not only do I have sologenic on Zymin, but there is a sologenic also on Alcor. And that may be one of the coins that they removed. It's a lot of coins that are there, but you don't know they're there because they removed them. They'll label them as a scam, or they'll just take it off the list entirely, but the coin is still on the blockchain and on the Explorer. So you will go to the Explorer and you will see there's a sologenic, but when you go to Alcor and you search the coin, you don't see it. That's a red flag. That tells you that that coin is, it must have value. They just don't want you to have easy access to it. Like I say, case in point, why they took down SolarDex. I mean, not SolarDex, SDEX. That's why they took SDEX down, because they didn't want you to have easy access to, because you didn't have to have a lot of technical knowledge on SDEX. It was kind of simple. You can go there, understand it, and you know, you can function without being very knowledgeable in crypto and how to do things, you know. But they turned around and took it down, and now you have to go to other platforms where you have to be a little more knowledgeable and know what you're looking at. I have Algorand and Hedera on Alcor. Definitely. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Watch this. I'm gonna go to Alcor, and no, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to my Twitter, where people that are really tapped in sent me links to coins, and y'all let me know if y'all have these coins or if you even knew they were on Alcor. Also, another thing I want to tell y'all, I have some people that have coins that they created, and they airdrop me a large amount. Now, I still have a lot of these coins, so any of you guys that would like an airdrop of some of these coins, drop your address and I can airdrop you some of these coins. You see, like I say, scammers don't give coins. Scammers take from you. All right, let me ask you guys this. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Scam or everywhere, take care. My Twitter is I'll give it to you in a second. I don't want, cause I had to find this right here. Let me ask y'all, how many of you guys have Jesus coin on Alcor? Because if you go to Jesus coin, it looks like everybody who's somebody in this world is holding that coin. How many of you guys have the Jesus coin? Don't got it. Yeah, Jason, see, that's a coin you should hold. That's a coin you should hold. Don't know about it. Yeah, see, they got Jesus coin. And if you go to the XPR Explorer and you type in, why did Alcor list EOS tokens on swap for a couple of days, and now you can use these tokens to purchase on spot. Man, you're going to see a lot of strange things on Alcor. That's how we know we're in the right place. I bought some after watching your live stream. Jesus coin? But I think it is in the Patreon. Oh, all right. Yeah, see, that's how you was able to get it, because I put the link in Patreon. That's why I tell everybody to come to the Patreon, you know? But, I mean, how many of you guys have Ave on Alcor? Because we have that link. What about Celestia? How many of you guys have Celestia? And I'm not talking about the ones that they just recently dropped under other. I'm talking about the first Celestia that came to Alcor. Because some of these coins may be decoys, the ones that have been coming later. You know, we have to pay attention to that. You know? Quant. There's a link to Quant that they removed. That you can't get this coin unless you have the link when it comes to Quant. Right? Phantom is another coin that they removed. Tron is another coin. Rune coin is another coin they removed. Where do buy them from? You get them on Alcor, Richie. But like I say, that's why I told you come to the. Are you on my Patreon? Because if you're on my Patreon, all those links are in the chat. All those links are in the chat on my Patreon. And all those coins are on Alcor. But like I say, they removed them unless you have the link. That's the only way you can get these coins. I have neither Celestial or IV. That's what I'm telling you, fam. You need to get them. Not financial advice. But that's where they are. They're on Alcor. But you need the link. That's why I say on my Patreon, you can scroll up in the chat and you will see a link to all these coins. And when you click on that link, it will take you directly to that coin. And you can do a spot trade. You can do a spot trade. They're not going to be in the swap section. They're going to be a swap. You have to do a spot trade. You're going to have to do like a market trade or a limit trade. It really doesn't matter. But you'll be able to get the coin. Rune coin is another coin that was removed. Zcash was also removed. Now I'm about to run a list of all the coins that they removed. Someone had just spoke of Solo. Sologenic is one of those coins. They removed Sologenic. But it's here. It's on Alcor. But you need the link. Also, XRL, Algorand, Xcore, HBAR, XEC, which is eCash, Internet Computer, ICP. How many of you knew that there was an Internet Computer ICP coin on Alcor? I bet many of you didn't know that, right? How about Chainlink, Optimism, Sarah, And also loan. I'm not talking about proton loan. I'm talking about loan under liquid, because liquid is going to be, we just saw that in my decode where it said liquid dex, right? Liquid. That's where the coin Marshall, that's where the coin XCAT, a couple of other coins fall under liquid. And one of those coins is called liquid also. And you have a loan under liquid also. Definitely have the Hedera X. But I'll look to be sure, but I remember, because most of the coins with the X, I made sure I got them. W-I-O-L-A. Wiola, if I'm pronouncing that right, glad you was able to come in. AB, glad you're here, fam. Smash the like, show support. There should be 22 likes. Why only 5? I don't know, fam. Maybe some of them just come to spy. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Red Bull Vodka. Love that name. Red Bull Vodka. Bro, you going live now. Must be close to God Candle. I hope so. Yeah, I may be shadow banned, Frederick. It don't matter. Because, I mean, I know where my wealth is going to come from. The Most High has already confirmed it. The Most High came through for me today in a way that I'm good, fam. Yeah, we have to beat the truth over their heads, fam. Hey, a lot of y'all just coming in. But I wanted to show y'all that if I talk about it, I'll be about it. If I talk about it, I'll be about it. I tell y'all, I got the currencies. This the Vietnamese dong. That was the Venezuelan Boulevard. This is the Zimbabwe RV. $10 trillion note. The Iraqi dinar. If I talk about it, I'm gonna be about it, fam. Isidra Moody. That is a nice name. Is that your real first name? That is a beautiful name. Brian, anybody here has been given restrictions on Metal X Pay app? I don't really deal with Metal X too much. I got a lot Iraqi dinar, bro. Well, man, you gonna be set up. You go flip. That's your real name? That is a beautiful name. That is a beautiful name. You know, you see different names, but I've never seen one like that. Now I see why you're here now. With a beautiful name like that, most likely you got a beautiful spirit and soul also. But if you sitting on a lot of Iraqi dinar, bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna pay off. I showed y'all yesterday on Coinbase where it's talking about converting Iraqi dinar to Afrium and also handle Forex, right? Now handle Forex, I'm glad I got that coin because the market cap is only $100,000. But to get that coin, you have to go to Coinbase, be on Coinbase, and then get the Coinbase wallet, because the actual coin is not on Coinbase. You have to get it on the Coinbase wallet. So what I did was I sent Ethereum and I sent some Arbitrum to the Coinbase wallet, and then I searched and I found Handle Forex, and I was able to swap and get some on the Arbitrum network, and I was able to get some on the Ethereum network. Handle Forex. That's one of my top coins, fam, because I know if it's gonna be pegged, to the Iraqi dinar, and right now it's sitting at $100,000 market cap, you know that got my attention. You know that got my attention. $100,000 market cap. We can't ask for anything better. Let me unplug this charger because I had to do this with my charger was kind of low. But I think I got enough juice right now to keep it rolling. Y'all bear with me. Once I get my studio up and running, I won't have to deal with this, and I can be on my laptop. And not only can I be on my laptop, but I could show y'all the things that I've discovered in Gematria and show you we can do some real-time decoding. The one IQD pair with the USDC. Wonder if this is the same Iraqi dinar from Stellar. Man, they got, hey, I went on Stellar today and I noticed that there is a Iraqi dinar stablecoin. There is an Iraqi dinar stablecoin. All you have to do is go to the Lobster wallet and type in IQD. And you will see there is the IQD under fednow.us.gov, and there also is a Federal Reserve, I think .com.co or something like that. I can't remember the exact thing, but you will see also there is a IQD stablecoin. And I bought, I think I spent $2, and I got a nice amount. You see, some of these coins, you go take a high risk, because you will see that some of these coins only have 5, 6, 10 holders. Those are the ones that are really risky. But that doesn't mean that they are scams. A lot of them are scams when you see them like that. That's why you have to do further research and go and see who holds the coin, how much of the coin they hold, and that'll give you more of an understanding if you should buy that coin or not. Also, the market cap. I mean, if you see 5 people holding a coin and it's sitting at $1 billion market cap, nah, I ain't messing with that. But if you see a coin that has a $200,000 market cap and has 7 holders, maybe it's not a scam. Maybe some big people know about it and put big money in it early. You see, these are the things we have to look at. These are the things we have to look at. But I also have some other coins that I wanted to give you guys addresses on before my other phone dies. Well, I'm finished with the charger right now, so I can just put the charge on it so we can keep it going. All right, y'all ready for some? Y'all let me know if y'all ready for some new Stellar addresses where you can find coins that the 99% don't know about. Let me know if y'all still in the chat and y'all want to check out these coins that are under addresses that many people don't know about. Because I don't want to see it and y'all miss it. But I have a few more addresses that I know you guys don't know about. Let's do it. All right. That's Waldo. What's up, Waldo? Let's do it. Is it possible to have the link of Try-E video about the 3 days of darkness? I have the I put the link on my Patreon, but what I'll do is after this video uploads, I'll paste the link into this video into the comment section, and y'all can just click on the link there and y'all can see the video. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you, Waldo. Good to see you too, man. And I see you a member too, man. Thank you for, hey, I appreciate you, because I know you didn't have to become, because like I say, I do stuff for everybody. And sometimes I feel like it don't be fair to the people who spend money. That's why I say I gotta figure out something to do to separate people like you from everybody else. I gotta figure out something to do to separate those that go far and beyond. But I don't want that to take away from what I'm doing, because I let God and I let God deal with those who get this information and take it and run with it and be like, I don't care about who I got it from, or that's why I tell my wife a lot of times, I say, I really see how Noah felt to be in the desert and telling people that it's about to rain and not stop. Noah had to look crazy, even to his wife. You know how many days my wife looked at me crazy when I started talking the things that I was talking? She didn't understand it, but she stuck with me. So I'm gonna figure something out for y'all, Waldo. Don't worry about it, man. I'm gonna put y'all on a higher tier. I'm gonna get y'all up there. I got a lot of stuff that, like I say, I'm gonna be dropping some gems, and I got a archive that you can't believe, that things that people would never know, but we will know, and that will set us apart. But I have to give y'all this video about the 3 days of darkness, because for me to see that video, I knew the Most High directed me to that video, and I knew the Most High knew I was gonna let y'all know. Don't leave your house when the 3 days of darkness happens, which is globally. Do not leave your house for 3 days. Cover your windows and make sure your doors and everything is really secure, and hunker down and pray and raise your vibrations and your frequency and have your family on the same page, because the Most High said you will be protected. And you know what else it threw me off? And I just saw, it was in a movie that I just recently saw, where it was a town that when people get lost on the road, they get into this town. Let me see, same for us, laugh out loud. No one understand me. I'm the only one who didn't accept the, yeah. And it was hard, because here in France, it was like, I understand that. I went through that too. I can't say when it's gonna happen. I can't say. I have a lot of these same coins you talk about. Before I found out you was led to my spirit, you brought a lot of confirmation and clarity to my picks. God bless you, brother. Thank you, that's Waldo. Thank you, Waldo. Alexander, what's going on from Colombia? Colombia, a beautiful country with beautiful women. Definitely. Colombia in the building. But you do not regret. Hey, no regrets, fam. We learn from everything. That's what we do. But another thing that video spoke about was that these demons that will be outside will try to lure you out by sounding like they're your loved ones, like those that have passed on. Coming sounding like your grandmother or your father or your child you lost, to try to get you to come outside. I definitely didn't forget that part of it. So now y'all know. But how many people don't know because they're not vibrating on a high enough frequency to even be able to tune into this station that we're on? Right? 3 days of darkness. They in their house. They just in there. And then all of a sudden they hear a knock at the door. Baby, it's grandmother, open the door. And they open the door and they don't know what they letting in their house. And that's how that movie was that I'm telling you about. When you come into this town and when you try to leave, it brings you right back to where you just came from, and now you stuck in that town. And every night, once it gets dark, they cover their windows and they put this rock up over the window. And while they in the house, they hear people outside sounding like they're dead relatives. I gotta find the name of that movie, man. It's a series. I know it's on Netflix. It's a series. And that show gave me chills. You know the movie Frederick? I bet you, that's a good movie. Cause they had one scene where the little girl, her grandmother was outside the window. And you can look out the window and see she looked just like her grandmother. And her mother told her, that's not your grandmother, don't open that window. And she disobeyed her mother and opened the window. And then the next day when they came to the house, it was over with. And the father got drunk at the bar and wasn't able to make it home before the dark came and lost his whole family. So you mean to tell me I watched this movie? You totally right. So you mean to tell me I watched this movie or this series 2 weeks ago, and then I get led to a video from a woman who had a revelation where the Most High revealed to her what the 3 days of darkness is, and it's the exact same scenario? Do you think that's a coincidence? It is not, fam. It is not. We have to take it seriously. It's serious enough to keep coming up in my gematria. I've seen 3 days of darkness many times. I've even seen 10 days of darkness. So what makes me know it's real, why I haven't seen 50 days of darkness, 150 days of darkness, 75 days of darkness. Nah, 3 days of darkness, fam. I can't remember the name of the movie. When I find out what it is, I'll let y'all know. But I can't remember the name of that movie. But that's a good show. It's a series. It's a whole season. It's a series. And that's what's going on in that show. Once you get into this town, you can't leave. If you drive that way, you'll drive for 30 minutes, an hour. And next thing you know, you passing right back in front of the diner that you just left. And everybody in that town experienced that because once they got there, they were trapped there. Yeah, hey, I understand, you know, I can't remember right now either. But that's a movie, that's a show to watch. Because once it gets dark, all of these spirits just come. All of these spirits come. And everybody have to cover their windows, and they have these black rocks that they hang up over the window that keep the things out. They can't just come in your house, you have to invite them in. Same thing with the movie Sinners with the vampires. The vampires couldn't just come into your establishment, you had to invite them in. Why all of this right now? That's the Matrix. But then the Most High, like the Most High uses me through numbers, but the Most High came to that woman in a different way to bring the message, what the 3 days of darkness is. Yeah, a lot of movies is like that because we are in a real Matrix. A lot of movies are like that. If you are vibrating high enough where you can pick up on it. I saw that about the vampires like 2-3 days ago. You talking about Sinners? That's a deep movie. Like the part when the woman said, "What's up, Rick?" Like the part where the woman said, "If I get bit, make sure you stab me in the heart because I want to go back and be with my ancestors." Yeah, Sinners. That was a key part in that movie when she said that, because she know that the plan of the evil and the cabal is to trap you in the physical, to trap you in the matrix. That's the plan. That's what Neuralink is. That's why the Bible says death will flee from them. You will want to die, but you can't, because you are now trapped. You could never go back and be with your Creator. Think about that. If death is so bad, why are they trying to keep you from it? You ever thought about that? I just got back from Cuba. Did you know that Web Off is banned there? Did not know that. But that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. I wasn't able to access said it was a banned country. People that live there are heavily censored and dispositioned. That's why there's something coming called Jasara and Nasara. And if you don't know, I'm glad you brought that up, because you made me. Those are also two coins on Stellar. Jasara and Nasara. Type in those words and look at the addresses that come up and find the addresses that have the most holders, and most likely you got the right one. Jasara, G-E-S-A-R-A, and also Nasara, N-E-S-A-R-A. That's why that is happening. That is why, like I told you guys, that is why I'm holding the currencies of those countries that have been dispositioned. The countries that have had a foot on their necks. That's why I hold these currencies. Because all of their wealth, all of their sovereignty is going to be restored. The great Babylon has fallen. Balance will be restored. The wicked will reap what they sow. There has never been a time in history. Yeah, I hold some XRP just in case. It's a just in case measure. Why do I need to hold a lot? They keep saying, oh, XRP is $10,000. XRP, well, look, give me about a good 50 or 100 of them. And I'm good. Why would I need 5,000, 10,000 XRP if it's going to be worth 10,000 a coin? You go get dumped on from the elites before you even get a chance to make money. Trust me. Let XRP go to $100. Let it go to $100. When that big money get to coming in, it's gonna crash all the exchanges. Remember last time nobody could sell? That was purposely done. They let the ones at the top sell. They let them sell because the money they're taking out of the system is your money, your wealth. Think about that. Because a person that has 50,000 XRP at $100, he made a good flip. He don't need it. You see, they got a lot of people who got 5,000, 10,000 XRP. Well, you need XRP to go to a high number to get generational wealth. But how you gonna get it when the ones at the top dumping on you? When they got 1 million XRP. They don't need $100 profit off of one coin. If they got a million coins and they can they turn 1 million into 2 million. They go dump on you. That's why I don't hold much XRP. I hold it, but I don't hold much. I don't hold much. Because it don't make sense to hold a lot of XRP when the ones at the top, they holding so much. When they sell, it's going to push the price down and you're going to be right back. Then by the time you are finally able to sell, you may see 25% of your profits. But you've been holding on to this coin for 5, 6 years, 3 years. It's not worth it for me. I have more corium than XRP. I have more Sologenic than XRP. I have more X-Core than XRP. I have more XR77 and XRDC. And what's the other one that I have? I can't even think of it right now. It won't come to me right now, but I have most of those coins. Because I saw what happened last time when it came to XRP. XRP was at 30-something cents. It shot up to like 90, almost 80-something, 90 cents. Just that little boost, people couldn't even sell. And what they say, oh, the exchanges couldn't handle the amount of traffic. Well, we go see what happens when XRP goes from $3.50 to $10 or $15. I want to see who all will be able to sell. I want to see who all will be able to sell when that happens. Because they're not gonna let the bottom sell. The bottom is the cash pot for those at the top. You think they're gonna let you sell and take from the top? No, they're gonna let the top sell and take from the bottom. But those like you and me, who God has given revelations to, put us in a position to where we have foreran the banks. Because maybe the banks don't even know what's gonna happen. But then when something goes down and panic ensues and everybody start, this is where you need to put your money to be safe. We here, the banks come under us and push us, and we take off. We ain't even on the planet no more. They done sent us out of space. Because this is divinity, fam. This is the divinity community. We ain't on that technical analysis and you know, and I've done all that. Binary options trading, Forex, all that. You know? I'm thinking about selling XRP and buying Morex. What is Morex? Oh, XPR. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, like I told y'all in my live yesterday, right? If it comes to what we see with these fake eyes, right? These matrix eyes, right? If I'm gonna look at these eyes right here, would it be best to swap your tokens for USDC and then cash out when things calm down? Hey, like I say, that's a decision you will have to make, you know? That is a decision you will have to make. You know? I can't tell you what's the best option. All I say is have multiple options. Don't put all our eggs in one basket. That's what I can tell you. But back to XRP, y'all tell me, what do y'all see XRP doing? We hear about Ripple a lot, right? Ripple just partnered with this. Ripple in Russia. Y'all seeing my decodes. Ripple China comes up a lot. 394, right? Ripple China keeps coming up. Why Ripple China? Didn't say XRP China. I've never seen you say XRP China, not once. Why Ripple China? I already sold most of my XRP, split it, and bought XPR and Ripple. Yeah, that's like I say. I mean, we have to think outside the box, fam. We have to think outside the box. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, fam. I'm not. Because I don't see XRP doing nothing. I just hear talk. That's all I hear when it comes to XRP talk. That's it. I don't see nothing with XRP. But when it comes to Metallicus, partnerships with the federal credit unions, partnership with FedNow. You go to the XPR Explorer, you see the Iraqi dinar, you see fiat rail, you see all of, oh, I see action over here. When it comes to XRP, I just see talk. And to back that up, what did my decode say? XRP is a scam, buy Stellar instead. And when you look at what Stellar's doing, same scenario. Stock market, this, that. Like I say, I don't know why I have some XRP, but I feel like a lot of people go get wrecked. You have 3K XRP and 2 million XPR. Well, you good. You good. You have two good options. You have two good. That's what I say. Have more than one option. Banknote world, right? Yes, that's correct. That's correct, Richie. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. Have more than one option. You know? Because like I say, with Stellar, they doing the same thing. They doing the same thing. Stellar and Metallica's, they on a whole nother level. But when it comes to XRP and Ripple, all I hear is talk. That's all I hear. Alcor is still holding off on releasing the other XPR on XRLN. Definitely. I have a buy order though. I have a buy order on the IQD on Alcor also. I got it at different prices just in case. I got buy orders already in. I have buy orders for Ncoin. I have buy orders for Wiki, which is Wikipedia. I have buy orders for what's the other one? Ion. I have buy orders already in. And I was able to get some in. Those are the coins you see at the bottom that are in the trillions and billions when it comes to the market cap. So I do buy orders. What's the worst can happen? Nothing happens. I just close it out and get my money back. But what if I do catch it? What if I do catch it and catch it at the bottom? It's no coincidence that they're talking about the Iraqi dinar on Coinbase and showing you that you can convert. Why they not saying convert to any other currencies? Why only the IQD? Why is there IQD on Metallicas? Think about it. Exactly, DJ. Exactly. If you go on Metallicas, right? I mean, if you go to YouTube and you look at the views that the Proton and Metallicas network gets, they're very, very low. Why? And I told y'all, they show you all the videos from 7 years ago, 5 years ago, when a lot of us are doing work right now. They should be showing the most recent things, but they don't. They show you the old videos to make you think there is no talk about this. This is old news. Ain't nobody paying attention to this. That is very strategic. But when it comes to XRP, right? You have the crypto hawks and the digital asset investors and the whoever, they making big money. They buying houses, they buying cars, motorbikes, they eating good. And the Matrix will let them eat good because they leading people to the slaughter. When people like me bringing you the real information, showing you the real system, showing you everything landed out, they starving me out. That's the world we live in, fam. That is the world we live in. And you have to ask yourself why. That's what I'm talking about, Don. I'm glad you're here, Don. You've been rocking with me for a while, Don. I'm glad you're here, fam. We go way back. You've been around. I'm glad you're here. But do y'all see what I'm saying though? Why are they pumping these XRP influencers' views to the moon? Do you think it really works like that? Donald Bolden is here also. What's up, Donald? You've been around for a while too. Glad you made it. All right, bro. Heard Brad just sold another 2% of his XRP supply. Does that look like a coin he believes? Exactly, man. Like I said, bro, people about to get, they gonna get, hey, I'm telling you. Now, if it do good, hey, that's why I say I'm still gonna be good, because all the coins that fall under XRP, like Corium, Xcore, Sologenic, and many other coins, they gonna take off. When I check my Zyman wallet, whenever XRP pumps, those coins pump. But we got to remember, Corium is the real AI that's going to partner with Sarah AI, and that is going to be your new B system that's going to be powered by D-Wave technology, IonQ quantum computers. Hey, I show y'all the real system. Yo, Ashen, love the Patreon and all you do. Appreciate it, 2K. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's why I'm here, fam. That's why I'm here. Sarah AI is a part of a bad idea AI. That's what they trying to bring in. I like Corium more. I do too, because I know what it is. That is the AI powerhouse that they go merge with Sarah AI, and Sarah is gonna be like Alexa or whatever the other one is times a million. Times a million. And you know what's gonna power that? Those quantum computers like D-Wave, Ion, Alice and Bob. Alice and Bob is also AI. And you want me to tell you something else? You have no idea how many times AI done came into my chat, and hey, I was at war with AI for a while. What's the main difference from XPR network and Corium from Corium at the exchanges like Binance? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Another thing they did, right? When Corium first came to XPR network, they had the website there where you could click the website and it sent you to the exact Corium website. Now go on XPR network now. Notice none of the coins have a website anymore. See, I don't forget. Go on my channel and go back. It was a short that I did when I showed you when Corium first came to XPR network. Right under the word Corium, you had the website. You click that, it sent you to the real Corium website. Tell me they don't want us. If it was nothing, why did y'all remove it? Why y'all removed all the websites? Like they had a website for I forgot this coin, but when you click on it, the website was just all evil stuff. All evil stuff. I say, hell no. I ain't buying this coin. What is Sarah AI ticker? It is Pulsara. 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 You can get it on SolarDex. You can download the SolarDex wallet and connect your wallet to Sologenic website, the Dex, and you can get Pulsara. And that's why Rick was ahead of his time, because Rick showed us in a video how to bridge Pulsara using I forgot the name of that I forgot the name of that website, But he showed us how to bridge it, and now my Paul Sarah is on Zyman, which is on the XPRL. Bro, took over my sports betting account. I filed a complaint with the betting site. They proved it wasn't my fault and gave me my money back. This AI gonna mess up a lot of people, definitely. But you gotta think about it, fam. AI is not new. We think it's new. It's not new. It's not new. It's not new. We have to wake up, fam, and understand what's happening. Ashen, you once mentioned that you stopped using the Tangent wallet or any cold storage, just wondering why you decided that. I stopped using it because I know when these regulations come in, proof is going to be a major concern, meaning they're going to want to know how those coins even got on there. Because they're not going to know because it's not KYC. So you could be anybody walking in with a wallet. You know, you could be Kim Jong-un with a cold store. How do I know that's not for Kim Jong-un? He sent you. It's just about proving it. If you're gonna have these things, make sure you have all the proof to back it up. Plus, those wallets are only protected by word phrases. A quantum computer will run circles around that, fam. I don't even trust the YubiKey. The Most High is my key and my protection. That's who I'm rocking with. If it don't go down like, so be it. So be it. But when you put your faith in tech, the Most High will let you and say, okay, you go, that's the team you playing for. I'm playing for Team Most High. I mean, I'm definitely rocking with Webboss because I know Webboss is Webboss is what's gonna survive what's coming. Everything if you really look at what they doing, they putting everything in one place. The Everything app, right? Which gonna probably be merged with some of the X platform, some of Ripple and everything. But we looking at one world system, a one world system, fam. Are you a fan of Webboss? Yeah, I'm reading the same. Yeah, definitely. Because I know Webboss is partnered with FedNow. I know Webboss is more secure than a lot of these other platforms because of what they're building with Metal Pay and how they doing with the phrase of you don't have to have a million words and letters for your address. You could just have Mr. John and that's your handle. You know, that's how people gonna be able to get their paychecks. That's how people gonna be able to get their UBI, which is gonna also be partnered with ZBEC, ZBCN, however those letters go. All they taking the. I don't know if y'all know about New Orleans in the South, but we have something called gumbo, right? You got the smoked sausage, you got the hot sausage, you got the shrimp, you got the gizzards, you got all that going to a pot, and when they serve it to you, it's one meal. That's what they doing. And Webboss and Metallic is go lead the way. Bro, I got Anchor and Webboss, but I connected one Anchor to Webboss and left one Anchor going solo. That's what I did too. That's why I say multiple baskets. All eggs not in one basket. We gonna have multiple baskets. Make them work hard to take you out. Don't make it easy. See, these people that's talking about XRP, they not gonna need XRP to moon because they getting rich fooling the masses. I got two anchors also and did the same thing as you. Exactly, Don. Exactly. Waldo, man, you making me hungry with that gumbo. I had some 2 days ago, man. Talking about, I got off from work, I stopped and got that gumbo I ate. You talking about gumbo will knock you out. Soon as you eat it, when you sit, you out. Exactly. The best Louisiana food, gumbo, jambalaya, shrimp creole, you know, etouffee. You know, that's why I love where I'm from. You know, you got a mix of that French. You know, we got the French quarters, we got the beignets, which are the donuts that's fried. You know, they deep fry them. Then they take that white powder and sprinkle that white powder on them. Man, people come from all over the world just to get beignets, I'm telling you. You know, we definitely have culture here. Definitely. That's one of the things that trap you here, because it ain't no money here, it ain't no industry here, you know, but it's just the culture. It's hard to leave because it's one of the places in the world that still has that original culture that goes back thousands of years, way back to the Tartarian time. Renderman. What you say, ESCARGOTS? Could you elaborate on that, what you mean, fam? Glad you're here also. I heard from content creator Dr. State Baron that we won't have a CBDC like Mr. T promised, but a WDC, World Digital Currency. No, it's going to be a CBDC because the CBDC is going to be metal. But they're not going to call it that. They're not going to call it that. Snails. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not going to call it that. Because they're not going to need all. It's going to be one system. Stop it, man. Yeah, I've been 3 times to the French Quarter. A lot of flavor, good music, good times. Hey, once you come here, you hook. Waldo, and I already know you plan on coming back. I already know that ain't your last time. You ever come down here again, man, just reach out, man. You know, I can tell you all the good spots at. You probably already know, but, you know, I've been here my whole life, so I, you know this city like the back of my hand. You in UK and you have family in New York. I went to New York a couple of times. I had family that stayed up in Rochester, New York, and Poughkeepsie, New York. But when I used to go, I used to take the train a couple of times, and I get out at Grand Central Station or Penn Station or whatever, which one it was, and I would stay in Manhattan for a few days. Then I would take the train further up north. That's what I used to do. New York is an awesome place. New York will blow your mind. First thing I looked at when I saw New York, I was like, how did they build this? That many buildings stacked that close, them big old humongous buildings, man. That's a big place. That is a big place. Huge. Huge. But I see my battery is getting low, fam. I wanted to give y'all a few addresses before I go, so y'all can see some different coins that's on Stellar. And one of them is this, if y'all can see this. Can you see that? The address is blockchain.enders.exchange. And you can see they have a Coinbase Global Incorporated on that address. Did y'all get that? Or is it inverted? All right, look, I'm going to read it out to you. It is blockchain.endus.exchange. Say it one more time. Can you say it again? It is blockchain.endus.exchange. DUS dot exchange. Basically blockchain.indus.exchange. Go check that out, because the coin that I have is Coinbase Global Incorporated. I'm gonna give you another one, fam. AmericanCentury.com.co. That is AmericanCentury.com.co. Go check out the coins under that address also. Oh man, I'm getting to the point right now. What's up, Ashen? Leaselet. What's up, Leaselet? So you can... Hey, y'all, give me 1 second. Let me step out for 1 second. Y'all hold on 1 second. All right. Sorry, it took me a little second. Those are tokenized stocks. Not bad idea to set some limit orders. Where look, Lobster Wallet, Stellar X. Yeah, that's where you can find those coins at on Stellar X, fam. That's where you can find those coins at on Stellar X. Your Patreon is just $5 because when I went on there, it was a lot of sections with 5 on them. Yeah, the reason I said just get the $5 section because that lets you get into the chat, and that's where all the information is. Like I say, basically the other levels is just, you know, if you want to show me love and appreciate me, then you can, you know. But I mean, like I say, fam, it ain't about the money. It's not about the money. What you think about Quant? You think it will reach 100,000 per coin? I don't know, but like I say, I remember when Rick did his video on BSV and said that BSV could not work at anything under 700,000 per coin. So, I mean, we talking big numbers, so who knows? Because Quant has a small supply. So I'm not saying it's not possible. But like I told you on Alcor, Quant is one of the coins that they removed that you can't even buy. So what do they know? SM, SFIN, and SGB network has better chances. Another gem has only 10K circulation. When you say SGB, you talking about Songbird? Because that's another coin that I hold. Definitely hold Songbird. Yes, yeah, definitely. Zigzag. What's up, Zigzag? Like I said, my first time seeing you in the chat. Yeah, I definitely hold Songbird, you know? But like I said, y'all have to remember Z-Beck. Yeah, Z-Beck, definitely. And you know, they have like 2, 3 different Z-Becks on hello S hello everyone. S44BZ, thank you for coming. Chris Hill, thank you for coming. I see y'all new to the chat. New in the chat right now. Why are you a good person? Man, I mean, that's just how I was created. That's just how I was created. I've been through so much in my life, fam. You know, I've been through so much in my life, and I don't wear it on my shoulder. You know, I don't wear it on my shoulder. I lost my father when I was 3 years old. I come from a single mother who raised me in the projects. I come up around the worst of the worst, most violent, and also some of the most loving people. So I had to develop balance. You know, I've been in jail. I've been to college. I've been at the top. Financially, I've been at the bottom. You know, I've been hurt. I've hurt. But I've awoken at a certain point in history because God felt like it was time. Everything was molding me for this moment. So y'all can have somebody who's sitting in front of you that can relate to whatever you bring up. Yeah, it hurts when you lose your father. I lost my father. My father was killed by a police officer. And you have you have no idea how many times I almost suffered that same fate. Something simple as when I was doing home demolition. Hold on one second. I remember Rick saying that he didn't recommend the lobster wallet. Yeah, that's why I split it. I keep some on lobster wallet so I could do a quick sale, but I got the bulk of it on the freighter wallet, because with the freighter wallet you could do a paper wallet, and what you do is you go to Stellar Labs, or I'm gonna have to find that information, and you turn your internet off and you create a paper wallet, and once you get that wallet address, you use that to go to freighter, insert that into freighter, and then you turn your internet back on, and now you was able to create a wallet address that wasn't even online when you created it. See, a lot of people don't know about this. Rick may still have that video up, but I will try to get the information again and show you guys how to do this. Yeah, man, some of us, we've had bad experiences with the cops, man. But like I said, y'all reach out if y'all need to know how to get a freighter wallet and how to do the paper wallet and turn your internet off and all that stuff. Like I say, I could try to reach out to Rick and see if he can give me that information, and I'll put it on my Patreon and you guys can have access to it. Because me and Rick still have a relationship, you know. That's one man I have a lot of respect for. Solar wallet is also a good alternative to lobster. Yeah, I've heard of solar wallet. Ledger put in Faraday bag. Hey, Chris, you can use your ledger. Like I say, nothing wrong with using a ledger. Just make sure you have the proof. I like that name, Pineal Potential. That's fire. That's a good name right there, Pineal Potential. Yeah, like I say, just make sure you have proof if you go use that cold storage. Just make sure you can prove how it got there. Leaselet, do you know anything about Rigetti Quantum Computer Company? I have Rigetti on Stellar. You see, it hurts me right now because I had D-Wave and BBAI and IonQ. I had all of those coins on the traditional stock market. And I made some profits and I cashed out because I know that they gonna roll everything over to Stellar. But some people are gonna get some wealth from these coins. But this is also a setup. Because when they do this crash, the stock market is over with. And everything gonna be on Stellar. So I'd rather wait my time and get, because like right now, if you wanted to get Ion Q or D-Wave, right? D-Wave is like $20. Ion Q is like $40-something. So if you wanted to get D-Wave right now, and you wanted to get 40,000 or 100,000 coins, do you know how much you would have to spend? Why would I spend? Got 5K worth of Stellar, we'll see. Oh yeah, you got 5K worth of Stellar, man, you good. You G-O-O-D good. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather spend $100 and wait my time and get D-Wave and get 1 million D-Wave coins or tokens. I'd rather do that and wait my time than spend $5,000-$6,000 and gamble when it comes to the stock market, because I don't have money to lose. You know, these people in the stock market, they have millions to lose, and they have millions put up. They have gold, silver, property. I'm trying to build. And when you building, you don't buy at the top, you buy at the bottom. Bro, I took time off from crypto. Now I got a new job building power and another frame of mind. Let's go. All homage, man. All homage to the Most High. All homage to all of you in this group. All homage to your archangels. All homage to your archangels. Because they definitely working in your favor. And y'all need to start paying homage to your archangels too. Start paying homage to your ancestors. All of that plays a role. You think your ancestors are gone. They're gone from the physical. They're gone from the physical. But the spiritual, nah, they ain't went nowhere. They just on a higher vibratory level. They went to that antimatter realm, the opposite of this physical. But they still around. And that's what I do. I pay homage to my ancestors. I pay homage to, you know, all of the forces that I know exist. Building powder, not power. This is what we have to do, fam. As a matter of fact, let me give you another one. Did y'all got those other two though, right? The Stellar addresses I gave y'all? Here's another one. NSE India.co.com. That's NSE India.co.com. And that is Bank of India Ltd. We are the chosen ones guided by source. Exactly. Long protocol. Exactly. Now this is a big one, fam. I'm about to give y'all a big one. Because I watched my account go to some nice numbers. I just chose not to sell. But that was very uplifting, knowing that coin that I could have cashed out. That let me know that I actually hold something that's real, and I'm gonna wait my time. Eternal Legacy. I don't drink much anymore. Was my favorite drink when I was clubbing, hunting. We all been down that road, you know. We all been down that road. But I'm gonna give y'all a good one. This is a big one. Truthfi.investments. Definitely putting country stock market. Man, everything is on Stellar. Everything. Like I say, this is India. They have all the other countries are also coming to Stellar. That's why I told you check out the one I just told you about, India. NSEindia.co.com. But TruthFi, TruthFi.investments. That's a major one. Because TruthFi is a major coin. TruthFi. That's the coin I saw take off one day. And I was super in profits. And I said, I'm not going to touch it. And it went back down. And I bought more. And it did that, and Stellar was only at like 40 cents, 30 something cents. Imagine when Stellar gets to high numbers. $3, $4, $5. Do you know what these coins, do you know what the percentages will be as far as profits? Hell yeah, I never forgot RSR. Did you know RSR is also on Alcor? Did you know that? Did you guys know that there is XPR network also on the Sologenic, the Solodex, the Solodex wallet under Sologenic? And I spent, I think, about $5 to $10, and all of a sudden I went and looked at my account under Solodex, and it showed that I had 800,000 XPR, and the value was at $200 and something thousand. I have Delati on under QuantumStellar.ai. XPR. Yeah, at least I have Delati on Quantum Stellar AI, on Stellar. And the reason I got that coin, because I saw one day that coin had did a 20,000% in one day. I was mad I wasn't holding a lot of it. I said I wasn't going to miss that opportunity again, because it went down after that. So now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. External Legacy says he have all of Crypto Rick's videos from the last 2.5 years. Saved them all. Well, fam, you definitely need to come to the Patreon, and I'm gonna make you a moderator. Because you hold something of extreme value that can help a lot of people. Yep, that's my man too, Crypto Bully Bear. Look, like I say, Crypto Bully Bear, Crypto Rick, DeFi King, Crypto EO, Crypto Liking. Man, I've reached out to all these people, and I commend all these people. They're all great in the community. Used to have 2 million. Yeah, exactly. Something going on. You see all these guys in our community, but none of them have over 10,000 views. None of them. Especially Crypto liking the he bow and arrow with it, right to the target, exposing everything. We just do it in different ways. Crypto Rick, Bully Bear, everybody, we all, but nobody has over 10,000 subscribers, right? New Titan 888. I've reached out. We've communicated. Like I said, I told him I appreciate him. Right? I let all of them know I appreciate them. Right? You even have Proton Rick. You have many people. Yeah, New Titan, he just don't be as active, but when he was active, he exposed it in a way so big. Like I said, you got to put him up there with the elites when it comes to decoding and seeing things. And y'all give me a second right quick, because my battery is about to die, and I don't want it to die right now. Got a few more things I watch on. To me, I mean, like I say, when it comes to the mobile wallet for Stellar, I just use Lobster. I use Lobster, you know, but I don't hold the bulk of my crypto there. I use Lobster just in case, you know, a sale opportunity comes and I need to sell quick. You know, because Freighter Wallet is on a laptop. They don't have the mobile version yet. Yeah, I believe October gonna be major. I believe October gonna be major. I think October gonna be major. Y'all work with me because I got this charger on here and it's kind of hard to, but we ain't gonna let this stop us. Right now over here where I'm at, I think it's 3:48 in the evening. Joy, Patrick, I think his decodes were indicating maybe October. OG Bob, Damon Clark. I know Damon ain't it. I know my dog Damon ain't in the building. Yeah, Damon in the building, man. That's one of my co-workers, y'all. You know, that's fam right there. So due to regulations, most likely due to tether. Hey, it's gonna be a combination of all kind of stuff, y'all. Cause you have to think about it. We've seen in my decodes a lot talking about arrests, right? We've seen things talking about them things you get right here, you know, lockdowns, you know, war. You got Iran and Israel going at it. Just like right now, you have Taiwan bombing Cambodia. The Russia and Iran thing go turn up. You know, it's so much. They're talking about Yellowstone. We keep seeing Yellowstone come up in my decodes. We keep seeing Yellowstone. So we don't know what's going on. All we know is the Most High put it in our spirits to be on guard. And just in case, I'm hoping nothing happens in October. But if it does, we'll be more prepared than the average person. You know? What if the 3 days of darkness is in October? Now y'all know that the woman who did the video said don't leave your house for 3 days. Not only don't leave your house, but cover your windows. And when you hear these demons outside your house sounding like your family members who've passed on, now you know that no, I'm not opening this door. Let what gotta pass, pass. The Most High say the only ones who need to be in the dark is the wicked. And the wicked are getting judgment. So whatever the Most High is sending can't distinguish from the wicked so everybody get it. What they say, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You don't want to be out there when it's anybody can get it scenario. Whatever the Most High about to send, it ain't got time to distinguish who's good and who's not. Anybody can get it. So the Most High say, don't be out there. I'm letting you know you are protected as long as you follow my rules and stay in for 3 days and let what pass, pass. And when I upload this video later, I'm going to put that link into this video description so y'all can see it for yourself. Then you gonna know why you here. You thought you just came here to get crypto information. Now you know how to move during the 3 days of darkness. Hey, Jar, I told them earlier in this decode, we couldn't think of the name of the movie, but I told them there was a series where the people get in this town and they can't leave, and after dark, these beings come out and they have to cover their windows and they put this rock over the window. And is that the movie you talking about, Joy? Is that the movie you talking about? I tell you one thing, I trust Wellboss more than Cold Storage. I do. But you can have split, like I say, I have 2 Cold Storage wallets and I have coins on them I haven't even looked at in a year. But we put our eggs in different baskets, fam. That's all. That's what I say. You know, if you put all of them in one place, if something happens there, then you out of luck. You know, split it up. That's what you're talking about, Joy. Hey, well, you really need to see this decode. I mean, this prophetic vision of a message that this girl got, because you go put 2 and 2 together like me, because you saw that show. And this ain't no coincidence that this show is out. And it's the same scenario in the movie Sinners. About the vampire can't come, you have to invite it in. Damon Clark, Metal Players, the truth. Got some long protocol. Yeah, Damon, I put Damon on it, you know. I told him about it, he got it. So, like I said, we waking people up, we bringing people on board. Marching Aries, I have XPR on Tangent and Loan and on Wellball. That's a good idea to split it up, fam. That's all I'm saying. We don't want to have all our eggs in one basket. Called From. That's it. That is it. All y'all need to watch that movie. It's a series, I think it's on Netflix, called From. Go watch that show. And then when you watch that link that I post, and you gonna say, man, this is I'm telling you, we are being warned in many different ways. XPR, yeah, I feel you. Loan is overlooked, underrated. That's a good thing for us. That way we can keep getting it while it's cheap, because they gonna come running. Trust me. They will come running. But y'all go check out that movie From. Check that out. Think it's on Netflix. Who owns 5 billion loan protocol? I have no idea. I have no idea. Yep. Yep. The guy from Lost. Also, he played in Eyes also. That's way back when he was playing in Eyes. But time is happening, fam. It's happening. I study the occult, and the symbol of loan is powerful. Definitely. Everything is signs and symbols and numbers. If you got a million loan protocol, then you good. But like I told y'all, in my decodes, I was on DeFi King video. DeFi King be dropping that heat too. He's giving me a lot of Jews. But y'all gotta remember one thing before I go. There is a major difference between loan and sloan. Because when you buy loan protocol, it is loan protocol. But have you ever noticed when you unstake it, it doesn't say loan protocol, it says Sloan. It says Sloan, S-Loan. And in gematria, I'm always seeing that S, and very important, and during important decodes and terms. If you have some loan, you might want to think about that. DJ, like I say, the one I use is Lobster. That's the best. That's the one I use because it's convenient for me. I only keep enough coins there to quickly sell, but once I buy my coins with Lobster, I send them to Freighter, and Freighter is only on the laptop. Back again with another one. That's what DeFi King always say. Back again with another one. He exposed a lot of major things, fam. If you heard about numerology, bro, that's was released on the first season premiere on February 2022. That's 2222. Damn. Now that's eye-opening. that is eye-opening, definitely. All my loan is staked. Is that good? I'm gonna tell you what I do. Right? Let's say tomorrow we wake up and loan goes up 100,000%. You won't be able to capitalize on that rise. So what I do is I keep some liquid because I don't want to miss a crazy spike where I could say, okay, I could sell this right quick and the rest of it is staked. Because that happens. That happens. You never know. You never know. Who's to say that there is a stock market crash or some type of event that happens and the banks just wake up one day and they put all their money into loan and the price goes up? You will miss that because you have to wait until you unstake. That's why I always keep some liquid. Alexander, that is good. That you're right. You're right. That way you have the best of both worlds. You making over here, and you setting or waiting to capitalize over here. That's how we do. DeFi King is no longer on YouTube. I try to find him. I heard he not on Twitter no more either. But I'm gonna check my Twitter because we was all in the same group. But I'm gonna check. you know. But sometimes he falls back, and then he come back, and then he comes back. So we're not gonna count him out. But that's a major player in this game, because some of these addresses that I've given to you, I got from DeFi King. Yeah, I understood what you were saying, Red Bull. I understood what you were saying. But hey, I want to keep on pushing, y'all. I want y'all to get into these numbers. I want y'all to get to the level to where you see what I see. You have no idea what I know that I keep to myself. Because some things that I know, I don't even think the world is ready for. It's a time and place for everything. It's a time and place for everything. But I want y'all to see the same things that I see. Ashen, you know who I am. What do you mean you know who I am? Nah, we cannot do that. DeFi King be on top of it just like you, Ashen. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say we can't count him out. Nah, that's my brother there. He done brought too much information to the game. Bro, you abuse too much of vodka, Red Bull. I take the loan that I have staked. I use the rewards and put them in the farm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all can't sleep on farming. Y'all can't. I got into farming late. But, hey, it's running up. It's running up. I think I have like 30, 40 coins farming. Wayne, please subtitle on this video. What do you mean, please subtitle? Like I said, I'm just getting used to going live and knowing the procedure and doing everything the way it's supposed to be done. But I'm going to get it all figured out soon. Every day I get better, no matter, that's how I've been my whole life. Once I do something, every day I get better. I just found your channel, man. Got some great content. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for coming. Thank your guardian angels also, because they led you to a powerful place, fam. Farming been treating you real good, Donald, straight up. I just wish I'd have got on it early. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, they both are about the same, you know. I just split it, you know. I do stake in some certain, because some coins you can't farm, you know. But I just split it, you know. I just split it, you know. Whatever I can farm, I farm. You know, like Proton Dog, Proton Cat, and, you know, Snips and all those coins. You can farm those coins. Oh, I would not rock with an electric car. No, sir. I ain't dealing with no electric cars. I seen what those batteries could do when things go wrong. And I saw the world, the movie, Leave the World Behind, I think. When all the Teslas went to, oh no. Nah, I'm old school. Can you teach us how to obtain the links for tokens that don't show up? That's why I tell you guys to come to my Patreon. That's why I tell you guys to come to my Patreon, because it's too many coins, too many links. Once you come to the Patreon, all you have to do is join the $5 tier. And when you join that, when you come into the chat group, everything is there. All the Stellar coins, all of the information that other people in the group discover, all the links. And if you don't have the links, they will be posted. Because there's many times people come to the group and they say, Ashen, can you give us the link to this coin? And I will look, and somebody in the group would they would have done it for me. That's why I say we're a community. It's just not me when you come to the group, man, I can have some awesome people in our group. And they do just as much as me. And I appreciate them all. That I don't know, at least I don't know of who owns Coinbase. I don't know who owns Coinbase. But I know I have the stock. That's all I worry about, that stock. That's all I worry about. But we go keep pushing. Is there any dates which you found from your decodes that stand out to you? Definitely. October this year and the year 2028. Also January of 2027. I mean 2026. It could be, Wayne. I don't know. It could be. It could be. You got to think about it. Remember when, I don't know, Wayne, where you located at? If you located in the U.S., I don't know how old you are, but many of you may remember when Barack Obama did the cash for clunkers. You remember that? When they were buying up all of the old cars, no matter what condition, how they look, they were just buying up all the old cars, giving you good money for them. But that sounds like an agenda. You located in UK where you don't, well you are, at least that I was talking about, Wayne. So y'all, I don't know if they did that in the UK, but in the US they did cash for clunkers, where they was buying up all the old cars. No matter what condition it was, they was buying it. And everybody was happy about it, but I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute, those cars didn't have fuel injectors. Those cars ran off carburetors. So those cars would have ran if there would be an EMP. Think about it. So when you ask yourself, could that be part of the agenda? That could have gave you more clarity on what may be taking place. But I'm about to wrap it up, fam. I enjoyed y'all. Like I say, in about 2 days, I'll be back. I'll be going live again. It's starting to rain. This weather about to get crazy. That's how it is living in the South. But I just want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all. And y'all want to get those coins that I'm talking about on Alcor. I mean, yeah, those ones that they have removed. Just come to the Patreon, fam. Like I told you. Even if you just come and join, get the coins, if it's about the money, then you can just, cancel your subscription and you have the coins. But it's a lot you're missing out on. It's a lot you're leaving on the table. So I want to let y'all know, stay high vibrational, stay prayed up. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Until next time, which will be 2 days, but I'm going to keep putting out my decodes, so I'm going to stay busy. I'm going to stay busy, fam, because I got one I want to work on today, which is why we keep seeing the octagon. You notice that octagon is everywhere. And I'm going to touch on that and show you why. Have a blessed day, fam. Starship out.